This is a video for Gus's VAT class about how to get your photos into VAT class and make contact sheets out of them to turn in or put in your portfolio. So on Monday's post I had 10 steps that I'm going to go over right now in this video. Basically, if you follow this video, you should wind up with the requirements, which is one contact sheet made with the snipping tool of all 24 of your images, and then a featured contact sheet made with VFunky, which just arranges those however you want your viewer to see them. And both of those need to be done for this assignment. So step number one is you're going to make sure all of your images are in a folder on their own in Google Drive. If you don't know how to use that, or you don't have Google Drive, there's a video down here in the bottom of Monday's post on me showing you how to use Google Drive. Download the app, use it, it's super simple. That is the way you want to get your photos into school. So basically, it'll look like this. You'll have a folder in your drive of all of your images you took for this photo shoot. You can see some of mine are renamed. It doesn't matter if you want to rename them. They can just be image number, whatever. But what does matter is that it says .jpg at the end of it. If it doesn't say that, I'll come back to that in a minute. The first thing you're going to do once you have them all in a folder, or not the first thing, what you're going to do when you have them all in a folder is make a contact sheet. The method I used for making a contact sheet is very quick and easy. It's basically a screenshot of your images so that I, your teacher, can see that you took the images. So you can't see it, but down here in the bottom of your screen is your window icon. And if you start to type in snip for snipping tool, you'll see that pop up. And this little prompt box has a new button. You click it and everything goes gray. Ignore where this box is, it doesn't matter. But the crosshair is what you're going to click and drag, kind of like we do in Illustrator, to hover over all of your pictures. Include them all. If you have more than what fits on the screen, you're going to make multiple contact sheets. So include the whole screen, let go, and you'll see this little save icon, which tells you where you want to save your snip to. So save into your Google Drive, title it your last name, so I'll just do Gus Contact Sheet 1, and it probably pops up as a portable network graphic, a PNG file. Just change it to JPEG. If you forget, it's no big deal. But go ahead and save it. This box you no longer need. You can X out of that. So that takes you down to step 3 here, which is making that contact sheet and saving into your drive. The next thing you're going to do is in your Google Drive, you're going to make a new folder. I already made it, called Top 5, so new folder. And you're going to drag in your favorite 5 photos. I don't care what they're of. I don't care why they're your favorites. I just want you to make a decision as to which photos you want to feature. As a photographer, you're never going to use every photo you took. You're going to pull out your best pictures and spend focus and time editing those and using those. So pull them into this folder. Here's where, if your photo says .HEIC, we have to pause. So step number 5 here, if your images are HEIC, you need to convert them using a web page like this one. You just click, you upload the HEIC file, you convert it, you download it as a JPEG, and then put that back into your Google file. That's just an Apple thing. If you were with me in class, we should have fixed that. But if you have any HEICs, there's websites to convert them. Next, you're going to go to the Chrome Web Store and look for an extension called VFunky. We use this as a free editing software in class. Add to Chrome, and then you can click through it to the website, or you can just go to a new tab and go to VFunky. It doesn't really matter, but I want you to go to bfunky.com. VFunky is mostly free. There are some paid applications, but you don't need to pay for anything. We edit photos here, and you can make some things, but we're just going to go to Collage Maker to create our featured contact sheet. So our featured contact sheet looks like that. This is where you're pulling out your favorite images. I have more than 5. You're only required 5. And you can see some are horizontal, some are vertical, and I've arranged them so that the page looks nice. The reason you would do this is if you were showing your featured photos on a blog or a website or to a client, you wouldn't want to just randomly shoot them images. You probably want to present them nice. So VFunky allows you to make these collages. So you'll see a grid of 9 cells. You'll see if you click on the cell, you can delete it or add an image. Faster would be to drag an image in. Now, your images off the bat are probably like default sample images from VFunky. You can add your own, as mine are here, by going to your computer and going to your Google Drive and finding your top 5, highlighting them and opening. And then you've got them to pull in. So what you can do here is start to mess with the margin space, mess with the cropping of the photo. Unfortunately, you have to change whole columns at a time. You can't, change individual cells, but you can delete cells, which gives you a little bit more room. So you can drag and drop your images around. Play with that until you get kind of the layout and the composition that you want. You can leave these blank cells or you can delete them out. You can even change the dimensions of this if you really want to mess with that. Whatever you want to do to show me your feature photos. You're going to save them. Ideally, you're going to save to your Google Drive as your last name feature contact sheet. If your Google Drive's not working, you can save to your computer and save to your H drive, or download it as just download it and save to your H drive. So that's what you're going to do for step 10, save your feature contact sheet to your Google Drive or your H drive. So by the time you're done with your photo shoot, you have your contact sheet showing me evidence of 24 pictures, and you have a feature contact sheet showing me your favorite of that photo shoot.